So the Kings are kind of in a weird spot in the Western Conference. They're a above average team, I would say, overall in the NBA, as they have good players such as De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, Harrison Barnes. But in the loaded Western Conference, they're just not up there in terms of perennial playoff teams. And I do not think they'll be making the playoffs next year. So we are going to try to make this team better so they can make it going forward. What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Welcome here today to a Sacramento Kings rebuild here in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Before we get into the video, I just want to shout out my Discord. Link to that is in the description below if you want to check it out. And we can just get into what this team is looking like. So we have one star, and that is De'Aaron Fox. So De'Aaron Fox is, I thought, maybe a top 3 guy to possibly be a most improved player this year. I ended up picking Jamal Murray, but I think Fox is going to have a great 2021. Hassan Whiteside in 2K, for some reason, is good. He's pretty good in 2K, but in real life, he is not very good, so I don't think I'll be bringing him back next year. Buddy Hield will be our starting shooting guard for this year, but I'm probably going to trade him next year during the 2021 draft. Marvin Bagley will be a power forward for us this year, and I'm going to hope he can just make out to be what he was supposed to be. Drafted 2nd overall in the 2018 draft in front of guys like Jaren Jackson Jr., Luka Doncic, Trae Young, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, even Colin Sexton. There was a lot of solid players that were drafted after Bagley, and Marvin Bagley, you know what, he was alright his rookie year, but his sophomore year, he was just hurt for most of it, unfortunately. Richaun Holmes, I think, is a really good backup center. As a starting center, I think he's solid. He will be our starting center. Maybe Whiteside will start over him, but he'll be on the team next year as well. He will be an expiring. I'd like to bring him back. Harrison Barnes, not the biggest fan of his contract, especially when the Kings gave it to him. I didn't really like it. He's got 3 years left on it, so we'll see if we can maybe trade him, not maybe this offseason, but the following one. Nemanja Bjelica, I'm actually going to look to trade him this year to try to get something for him before he's a free agent. Jabari Parker, still only 25 years old. Frank Kaminsky, 27. GR3, only 26. We have some young guys there. But, okay, and Kyle Guy would also be cool if he ends up playing for us. So I'm going to end up signing him for the rest of the year. We're going to release Justin James. And then can I sign him for the rest of the year? Let me see about that. Yes, okay. So Tyrese Halliburton was the 12th overall pick in the 2020 draft. And if you guys watch my draft live stream, or if you've seen any of my 2020 draft videos before that, you guys know I love Tyrese Halliburton as a prospect coming out of Iowa State. I think he is a very well-balanced and well-rounded NBA or basketball player. He's a solid defender, good playmaker, solid ball handler, pretty good shooter. I think he just does it all, and he's a pretty consistent guy. So I think he will be maybe our shooting guard going into next year, after I move Buddy Hield in the offseason. Robert Woodyard, I actually really liked out of Mississippi State, especially in the second round. Getting him at pick 50, or excuse me, pick 40, was pretty good value, but I do not think he'll be playing for us this year. As I'm going to make this trade with the Denver Nuggets now, does JaMychal Green have to be included if we want to get it done? I'm guessing that is the case. Yeah, so we're going to get a 2023 water protected first for and JaMychal Green. Unfortunately, he'll be in this trade as well. I don't really need him, so I might waive him. Maybe we'll trade him in the offseason, but he won't play for us. Bjelica and a second is going to Denver. We're getting those 2 assets in return. So a protected first-round pick for Bjelica. You know what? I will take that. So here is the rotation for our first season. Fox, Hield on the backcourt. Barnes, Bagley, Whiteside to wrap up the starting 5. A bench of Tyrese Halliburton, Richaun Holmes, Jabari Parker, Kyle Guy, and Frank Kaminsky will be it for season number 1. Joseph Medu, Robertson, Woodyard, and Green won't be playing. I will be firing Luke Walton at the end of the year if his contract is up. I can actually double-check that if it is up or not. His contract is, oh no, he's got 3 years left. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna fire him at the end of the year unless we're somehow really good this year and he gives me reason to keep him. We're 22nd in the power rankings. I'm expecting not to make the playoffs, so yeah, this is probably gonna be Luke Walton's last year as a Kings head coach. So we end the season as the 12th seed, which is pretty much where I think the Kings are gonna end up in real life, between the 11 and the 13th seeds. I think one of those seeds they'll end up. Maybe they could be the 10, but I don't really think they're gonna be better than the Pelicans, the Grizzlies, the Warriors, the Suns to get into that play-in tournament, unfortunately. Tyrese Halliburton was on all-rookie second team. We didn't make the playoffs, which is definitely good. For our draft stock, now I do want to see the NBA standings. Are we going to be picking like 13 in the draft? Okay, yeah, we'll be pretty much, I think, around 10. It might be not that bad. That's a bad voice crack there. Jeez, that's embarrassing. We might be around like 10 or 9, just looking at that briefly. So De'Aaron Fox, 22 points, career high, 8.5 assists, 34% from 3, 67 from the line. Ooh, not very good at free throws, De'Aaron. 49 from the field, though, is pretty solid. Buddy Hield up in that trade value. That's what I like to see. 21 points, 3 assists, 3.7 rebounds, 45% from 3. Marvin Bagley, okay, was, career low field goal percentage. 3-point percentage, nothing much. He went down in free throw percentage. He averaged a career high in rebounds and points, but not by much from his rookie year. But I guess I will take it. We could explore Marvin Bagley trades. Maybe. I'll think about what we could find. Harrison Barnes, 10 points. Jeez, he's good as like a 7th or 8th man. I will take that. But if somebody that I'm paying, how much a year? How much a year am I paying this guy? Oh, okay. It's $40 million. Excuse me, 38 over the next 2 years. That's actually absurd. Jabari Parker wasn't too bad this year. He might find a spot in the rotation next year. Yeah. Hassan Whiteside, I should have used his trade value, right? Rashawn Holmes, 7.8 points, 6 rebounds, 51% from the field. Kyle Guy, 6.7 points, 46 from 3 in his limited minutes. Ooh, Halliburton wasn't anything crazy this year. Okay, that's fine with me, though. I think he's going to take a big step in his sophomore year. So let's see who's going to win the 2021 NBA Finals. It comes down between LeBron and KD, and LeBron gets the upper hand here, as now they would be tied it would be, 2-2 in the finals, as LeBron won in 2012, KD won in 2017 and 2018, and LeBron wins here in 2021. What the hell just happened? Why did they just skip to moratorium? What? I just went to staff retirement. Are you simming the offseason? Why? What is going on? We went through the draft. What is that glitch? You guys saw I literally just pressed on staff's retirements, and it's simulating the offseason. Oh my god, we ended up with the 9th pick. Okay, that's a glitch, obviously. Who did we end up with? Terrence Shannon? Oh my god, with Jalen Johnson still on the board? Oh, are you kidding me? You know what? We're gonna live with it. I'm gonna be a sport here. We're not gonna restart it, but we're gonna deal with. But I still want to trade Mr. Buddy Hield if they didn't already do it for me already. Okay, so I want to see if I could trade Buddy Hield for somebody that ended up going in the draft, because I was going to think about trading him anyway. The Spurs will give me future first. I don't know if that's a team that would really mortgage the future for Buddy Hield. All right, I want to see if I can get this trade done. Buddy Hield and a 2nd round pick for Kyle Anderson expiring, Grayson Allen, and Brian Antoine, who I really want here. He went 14th overall to the Memphis Grizzlies for Buddy Hield. They don't want to do that. What about if I throw in another 2nd, and I could throw in potentially, I don't know. Would you take... You can't afford JaMychal Green. Okay, never mind that. And then the only other person I would throw in would be Robert Woodyard. So if you don't accept another 2nd round pick, come on. Take 4 2nd round picks from me if you really want it done. Damn it, really? You won't even do 5? I'm actually so pissed. You know what? I'm restarting that. I know I said I was going to be a good sport, but that is just so dumb. If you go to staff retirement, you press A. It's simulating the offseason. What is that? What? Alright, so in this new sim, we ended up as the 11th seed. I can't believe that that's a glitch in this game. It's really annoying. So I made the same trade. We got JaMychal Green and the Nuggets 2023 lottery protected first, and Bielitsa was a Nugget. This time around, the Pelicans win it all. Zion Williamson, your Finals MVP. Alright. So player retirements, we're just going to go through. I'm going to skip to league meetings. Screw staff retirements. I am not dealing with that. So here we go. Draft lottery time. Let's see what happens. Imagine we go up into the top 3. That would be funny. Oh, we're projected number 12 in this one. In the previous one, we were projected 9. So we'll end up probably getting a lower pick. Yeah, we end up with pick 12, but I'm fine with that. Now I can make some moves on draft night that I want to do, and also fire Luke Walton. Alvin Gentry will keep. Jesse Mermise, we will also keep. But I do want to get Randy Martin as a trainer. We are going to pick up Cuba Gooding as our head scout. And who is going to be the new head coach of the team? That is the question. Is it Steven Silas? Ooh, I actually wouldn't mind him. Mike D'Antoni? Honestly. You know what? I'm going to go after Mark Daigneault. He's finally in the game. I think I'm going to go after Mike D'Antoni. I'm going to offer him a deal to be the next Kings coach. Can I sign him? And then, yeah, we're going to do that. And then I'll try to get Kevin Nicholson here, who I don't think will accept that deal. He does not, so we're just going to get, like, Caleb Rogers to be our CFO. So let's go to the NBA draft, and we have to figure out who we maybe want at 12. Like, if Jalen Johnson's there, I'm going to want him. But, yeah, We're going to trade Buddy Hield, though. All right, so I'm going to try to trade Buddy Hield to the New York Knicks for pick 28 from the Mavericks, the Dallas 2023 first, so we're kind of loading up on 2023 first, and a early second, which ends up being pick 32, and they will agree to that. So we sent Buddy Hield to the Knicks, who could use some shooting around RJ Barrett, Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quickley, even though Quickley is a pretty good three-point shooter himself. He had a great game tonight against Cleveland, the second one, as I'm recording this on the 18th. So this is what the team is looking like going to draft night. We do have 2 first-round picks, and you might be like, Matt, you kind of undersold Buddy Hield a little bit. I do kind of see your reasoning, but Buddy Hield is already 28 years old. He's making a decent amount of money, and yes, he's a good shooter. Would you really want to pay him north of 20 mil? Like, he's going to be a top 2 paying guy or a paid guy on your team. Will he get you to the promised land? Probably not. I mean, we could look at potentially Marvin Bagley trades, as this one is just... okay. Zach LaVine, he was almost a king in 2018, right? Or no, that was the summer of 2019. Wow. The last good summer we had until COVID hit. Ooh, Aaron Gordon. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to keep Marvin Bagley, hoping for a bounce back year next year. I saw like Domantas Sabonis. I mean, that would be nice. But yeah, we're gonna hope for a bounce back year next year. We have 2 first-round picks here, and I'll see you guys with who I take. Okay, so we made 4 selections here, and I'm pretty happy with how the draft turned out. So at pick 12, we got Scotty Barnes, who honestly might be the starting small forward next year. We're going to move Harrison Barnes to the bench. Josh Christopher is going to replace Tyrese Halliburton as the backup shooting guard off the bench because Halliburton will be starting next year. Philip Petrusev out of Gonzaga, I took at 32. He could be behind Rashawn Holmes next year. And then I feel like I always end up with Usman Garuba in the second round whenever he's there. So Corey Joseph, not bringing back. Justin James, not bringing back either. Kyle Guy could get the qualifying offer. Why not? I think in this year, in the redo, he was in the G League. So his morale, or his overall is pretty low. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6. Yeah, I'm going to say 6. 7, 8. I kind of just want to get a backup center, and I think we're good. Like, Rashawn Holmes, I don't mind bringing back, and that could be it. Let's see how much Rashawn Holmes is asking for as we... oh, he's not even... okay. Rashawn Holmes does not want to come back to Sacramento. That's fine. I would overpay a little bit for Rudy Gobert. I mean, like, in real life, the Jazz are in such a predicament. I don't know how you would go about it because Rudy Gobert is too good of a player to let walk in free agency and just get nothing for him as he's a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year winner. And if the other side, he wants to get paid like a top center in the NBA, north of 35 mil, is he worth it? Or you're going to kind of cap yourself out if you do that. Signing a guy who is, yeah, maybe a top 30 guy overall, but can he be a number 2 paid player that you'll limit yourself to doing other stuff to construct your roster to win a championship? I don't know if I would. I think I would let him walk, but ultimately I would try trading him. It'll be interesting, but honestly, I feel like a team like Sacramento could make a play. It's looking like he's going to go back to the Jazz anyway, so we won't offer him a deal. Andre Drummond is intriguing. We did have him in the Cavs rebuild, but I think I kind of want to get Drummond here. Sacramento kind of seems like a team that would sign Andre Drummond, right? It seems like it. So I'm going to give him a lot of money, but in 2K, he's pretty good, and we could use a center with Rashawn Holmes leaving, Whiteside as well, and Frank, so we're losing 3 centers. So, yeah, we're going to bring in Andre Drummond now. I would like to bring back Jabari Parker, as I thought he was pretty good for us last year, as Bielitsa is there in unrestricted free agency. Jabari Parker might be hard to sign. Like, once we get Andre Drummond, I do not think we would have enough yet to get Jabari Parker, unfortunately. So, here is player progression. Fox 87, Bagley 86. We'll see how this front court goes next year. Tyrese Halliburton is up 7 overalls to an 81. Everybody else at least went up or stayed the same. I'll take it. So going into training camps, we will have 3 to use. I'm going to send Halliburton and Scotty Barnes. Yeah, I just realized that both our small forwards next year's last name is Barnes. We're going to send Halliburton, Scotty Barnes, and Marvin Bagley to untapped potential. So here is the rotation. De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton, Scotty Barnes, Marvin Bagley, and Andre Drummond with a bench of Harrison Barnes, Josh Christopher, Philip Petrusev, and Robert Woodyard. I'm excited to see what this team will do. We're coming in at 7th in the power rankings. Just kidding. That is alphabetical order. Never mind. To that system proficiency with our new head coach, Mike D'Antoni, comes in at 4 stars, 7 seconds or less. Fox is amazing for that. Halliburton's pretty good. Same with Bagley. Let's see if we can make the playoffs this year. Honestly, we had a really good start as we beat Minnesota by 4. Fox with 27, Halliburton with 19. And then we beat the Clippers by 3, who still have Kawhi and Paul George, as Halliburton. Man, I'm expecting a big year from Tyrese. I don't know what to say. We were the 1 seed. 2nd in the power rankings. 2K. I mean, This team is not good enough, but we'll see how Halliburton and Bagley did. As Trae Young wins MVP. Hey, he could have been a king. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year. Dinwiddie, 6th man. Isaac and Defensive Player of the Year. Most improved, Tyrese Halliburton. Yes, yes, yes. Dude was a baller for us this year. And then Brad Stevens was your Coach of the Year, not D'Antoni. We are going to get, De'Aaron Fox on All-NBA 3rd team. 24-10. 50, 35, 7-2 splits. Hell yeah. I will take that. And Drummond on all defensive 1st team. Would you look at that? And then I'm guessing maybe Scotty Barnes made an all-rookie team as, yes, he did. He made all-rookie 2nd team. So we're the 1 seed, taking on the Jazz. Brad Stevens of the Celtics, they were the 1 seed, and he ended up getting Coach of the Year over Mike D'Antoni. We already kind of went over our backcourt. Marvin Bagley, 15 points, 7.5 rebounds. Still wasn't great. He wasn't great. He will be a restricted free agent too. I don't know if I want to pay him. I really don't. I don't want to pay him, but I'm like, do I have to pay him? I don't know. We'll see. Drummond was actually pretty good for us, as expected, as he's normally pretty good at 2K. Josh Christopher. Boy, we found our 6th man. We found him indeed. Scotty Barnes, 11 points, 5.5 rebounds. Not terrible efficiency for a rookie. So I will take that from Scotty Barnes. The other Barnes is probably regressing as a player. Phil Petrusev was all right. Was all right in the minutes he played. Actually, he hit a couple of threes. How many did he attempt this year? He attempted 41 and knocked down 20. Okay. I'll take that. And Robert Woodyard wasn't very good. So we're taking on the Jazz, as I mentioned before, but I'm going to alter the rotation just a little bit. Like, Robert Woodyard's only going to get like 8 minutes a night. Barnes is going to get 19. We're going to go 27 to Josh Christopher. We're going to go 33 to Drummond, 32 to Barnes, 33 to Bagley, 37, and then we'll go 36 to Halliburton. So we're taking on the Utah Jazz, team we tried signing their center, as they have Thomas Satoransky, Donovan Mitchell, Joe Ingles, Melo, Rudy Gobert. Definitely we should win. Wait, what? They had the 9th overall pick. Jalen Suggs fell to 9? Oh boy, I would have loved to trap Jalen Suggs, and we got the Rashawn Holmes revenge series. How's Elijah Hughes doing? He was okay this year. So let's see what happens in round 1 against the Utah Jazz. We should beat them and move on to the conference semifinals, and we beat them in 5. That's what I like to see. If we take a look at the playoff stats, Tyrese Halliburton. Okay, De'Aaron Fox was horrible. He wasn't horrible, but damn, he did not show out at all in his first career playoff series. But Tyrese Halliburton showed out in his first career, as his true shooting percentage was 64%. Look how good he was in round 1. Bagley was okay. Maybe I shouldn't let him take less threes and lower his shot 3 tendency. So we're taking on the Suns. Have they added anybody? Terrence Shannon. We almost had him in this video. He goes to Texas Tech, right? Okay. I knew it was Texas. I was about to say A&M, so glad I double checked that. How is Jalen Smith doing in this? He was pretty good in round 1. They have Mikal Bridges, Derek Favors, Cam Johnson, and Sarge still. So let's see, can we beat the Suns and go to the Western Conference Finals in year 2? As we ended up losing game 1, as I do not want to play that game, but I wanted to check the box score. We also play 14 at home. That is not very encouraging as I just wanted to see one thing. Bagley went 0 for 4. You know what? He is not taking any more threes. I am going to his shot 3 tendency, as he is, oh my god. I don't know what's going on with Bagley, but I should have traded him in the offseason when I had the chance. I definitely could have gotten a top 20 pick for him, or even like a lottery pick. So that is just a shame that we weren't able to capitalize on his value, as we end up losing in 5 to the to the Phoenix Suns. Oh, that is not what I like to see. Marvin Bagley was all right in the playoffs. He wasn't too bad. Halliburton was definitely our best player, but De'Aaron Fox struggled. He was not very good for us in the playoffs, which is a shame. And the Pelicans go back-to-back as they win it here in year 2. Brandon Ingram is your finals MVP. They beat the Celtics in 5. So player retirements, Melo heading to the Hall of Fame. I'm not going on staff retirements. I'm not going through that glitch again and ruining a whole offseason for just a 2K bug. So we'll see what happens in the lottery, as we only have our first-round pick in this draft, but we could use the future first-round picks as we have from the Nuggets and from the Knicks via the Mavericks in a potential trade if we are looking that way. We end up with the 27th pick in the draft. We are going to look to maybe bring back our assistant coach, Jesse. Yeah, why not? Let's bring him back, and we get him. Assistant GM, Owen Masters, we won't be able to afford. I mean, he might accept that if he gets no other offers, and yeah, he does. So taking a look at, I mean, Harrison Barnes does have an expiring. Can I just package him in 27 for like a second-round pick? Use it as a salary dump, or Daniel Oturu. Interesting. OG, I mean, like, obviously, I would love me some OG Anunoby. So, yeah, we're going to do this trade with the team that just beat us. We're trading 27 in Harrison Barnes for the Suns' unprotected 2023 first. Now, if we look at our first-round picks, next year we have 4. man, I kind of want to use that in a trade. That's why I would have loved to have Marvin Bagley still under contract. So maybe it'll be like a sign and trade once he's a restricted free agent. So maybe once we sign him or match any deal he gets, we can use his contract and maybe try to flip him. We'll see. Like maybe look at Domantas Sabonis. I actually wouldn't mind that idea. Like 2 first-round picks and Marvin Bagley for Sabonis. So we'll wait and see if somebody offers him a deal. And nobody offered him a deal after day 1. So he's not interested in signing with us. Is any team going to sign him, or we're going to have to go into Player Finder? Nobody wants Marvin Bagley. I am not surprised. So I'm about to give Marvin Bagley like $25 million a year. Yeah, that's a lot of money. So we're going to look to trade Marvin Bagley now. It's going to be kind of a sign and trade. So let's look. We're going to try to trade maybe the Suns first and the Nuggets first with him. So the Toronto Raptors were one of the worst teams in the NBA. I think we're going to pull off this trade. So we're going to trade the Suns and the Nuggets first round picks. And we're going to be trading Marvin Bagley for Pascal Siakam. Yeah, we're going to be doing a swap with them. As I think that will go in their... Actually, it might go in our favor. Because we're trading away the swap best. So maybe I think that helps them out. I'm still really confused about it all the time. I think you want the swap best. So Pascal Siakam, welcome to the Sacramento Kings. That is a win now move. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys under contract that I want to play. I mean, I could look at like, I want a backup point guard. So maybe Emmanuel Mudiay. I don't think he's great, but you know what? We could always use him. And then anybody else out here? No, that I can afford. Unfortunately not. So we're going to have to come up with a 9-man rotation of what we got at the moment. Checking player progression. I'm very excited to see Pascal Siakam in Sacramento. Yeah, we made a blockbuster trade. We have a whole new front court. And I'm excited to see our young wings right there. Josh Christopher, a big year for him as our 6th man. So here is the starting 5. Obviously, we have a new player in there. Pascal Siakam at the 4 instead of Marvin Bagley. The bench is young and inexperienced, and I don't think it is very good. So if we do not win it all this year, it's probably on our bench, as 7 seconds is still 4 stars. We're coming in at 4th in the power rankings. I can't keep looking at that. I do apologize that. Or wait, no. No, we're actually 4th in the power rankings. Conference ranking, I believe, is alphabetical. So yeah, 4th in the power rankings. We should be back in the thick of things, being the 1 or the 2 seed in the West, and let's hope we can win it all. And we end the year once again as the 1 seed in the Western Conference. We're right back in the thick of things. Hopefully we can go to the conference finals this year, as we lost in round 2 to the Suns last year. Mike D'Antoni ended up being coach of the year, which is dope. We get nobody on the All-NBA teams, as you got a Suggs and Mitchell backcourt in Utah. That is really dope. Andre Drummond is on all defensive first team. That is funny on so many levels. And we're taking on the Clippers, who still have George and Leonard. They have 10 Commander Campaign, Daniel Oturu, and Zubats. Also got JRE, Larry Nance Jr., Mufando Gabanjelli, Trey Lyles, and Gene Montero. A lot of power forwards / big men on that team. Very interesting roster. Michael Wagner or Lawrence Frank constructed over there. But Fox and Halliburton both balled out for us this year. Let's hope Fox has a better playoffs here in 2023 than he did in 2022. Josh Christopher is a stud 6th man. Dude is a beast. Pascal Siakam, 17 points, 5.5 rebounds. Okay. Wish he maybe shot the ball a little bit more. Drummond getting 14 and 14. Scotty Barnes, 14 points. Great efficiency. There's Phillip, Robert, and Usman. The bench is pretty bad, besides Josh Christopher. So let's see, round 1 here against the LA Clippers. It would be pretty embarrassing to lose, but we swept them. How did De'Aaron Fox do? Did he do a little bit better this year? I don't want to see team stats. I want to check out the player stats, as Fox was good in round 1. That was playoff stats, correct? Yeah? Oh, okay. Fox was, that was a glitch. That was season stats, but playoff stats here. Fox was a beast. 26.7 points, 8 assists. Yeah, amazing. Halliburton, 19 points though, 43 from downtown. I'd love to see it. Josh Christopher, an absolute stud for us. Now we're taking on Denver, who have Jamal Murray, Troy Brown Jr., Michael Porter Jr., Marcela, or Sila, Jokic, Bol, Zeke Naji, Monty Morris, RJ Hampton, trio of big men there. How's Zeke Naji doing? Wow, he was a great player for them in round 1 against Minnesota. Can we beat them and go to the conference finals for the first time in this video? Yes, we can. We end up winning in 5 games, and here are the playoff stats so far, as Fox and Halliburton both in the 20s. Siakam hasn't been all that good. No, not looking like a great trade for us really at the moment. Josh Christopher killing it though. So now we're going to take on the MVP, Luka Doncic, Caleb Love at point guard, Jordan Nwora, former Louisville Cardinal, Julius Randle, Kristaps Porzingis, Thomas Bryant, Josh Green, Dwight Powell, and Rudy Gay. Honestly, it's probably the best team we have faced yet, especially with Luka in 2K. We are tied 1-1. We are up 2-1. We are tied 2-2. We are up 3-2. Please. No, we're going to a game 7. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, 2K. Good first quarter. Good second quarter. Don't blow it. Okay. We're up by 7 with 11 minutes left. Don't blow it. Don't blow it, please. Okay. We're doing well. We're up by 10. We're up by 14. Let's go. We're going to the NBA Finals in year 3 with the Kings. Christopher, jeez, drops 34 points. Halliburton 23 and 13. Luka had a triple-double, but it was not enough. And now we're taking on the Miami Heat, who have Steph Curry. What? Are you kidding me? Steph and Hero in the backcourt, the new Splash Brothers. Sorry. It was just a joke. Holiday presses Ochoa, Bam, so they don't have Jimmy Butler anymore, but they do have Drew Holiday, who's regressing a lot here. Juan Hernan Gomez, Will Richardson, and Kelly Olynyk. So let's see how game 1 goes as we pick up the victory. Game 2, pick up the victory. Game 3, pick up the victory. And it's looking like we are going to beat the Miami Heat, potentially in 4 games, and sweep them. Can we win at Americans? You know, I didn't know this. American Airlines sponsors 2 teams with their stadium. I believe one is Arena and one is Center. As the Heat and the Mavericks are both sponsored by American Airlines, which is pretty cool. Somebody said that in the comments. Shout out to you, whoever said that. I want to see what Tyrese Halliburton can do in some gameplay. Halliburton has 33 points. Oh my god, he's got Steph guarding him. Maybe he's just abusing him in this game. That is no good, as Drummond with the rebound. Petrusev is currently in. I don't know why. What is he in at power forward? As Halliburton knocks down the contested 3. He's got 36 points. Sheesh, Josh Christopher, what a pick he was in the Buddy Hield trade. And he's probably been better than Buddy Hield would have been for us. As why did I leave Hero open? I do not know. All right, Pascal Siakam, king of the spin move. Let's do it. Let's spin move. Oh, I wanted a spin move. What the heck? Hero driving. Oh, offensive foul. Oh, that was a charge. Did he get an and 1 as well? Okay, it's whatever. So we got Scotty Barnes in. Fox has 26 points. Oh, no, Christopher is out. I wanted to shoot the ball with Josh Christopher. All right, let's see how Scotty Barnes, the current Seminole, can do as he gets right by. Is that Batum? I don't know. Is that who 43 is? Yeah, Nicholas Batum. He pull-ups there. I really like that animation when 2K gives you that pull-up jumper. Fox with A+ perimeter D. Halliburton A+ perimeter D. Barnes B+. Siakam A+ perimeter D. We are a really good defensive team. Honestly, oh, this is what I wanted. Fox, get the ball. No! Don't come back. Use your speed. Go to the rim. Oh my god, what is this defense? What was that defense? As we win the 2023 NBA Finals, De'Aaron Fox is your Finals MVP. He killed it for us in these playoffs. Way better for us this year than last year. I hope you guys enjoyed the very realistic Kings rebuild. Now, I know that maybe the Raptors wouldn't be trading Pascal Siakam by 2023, but I think they would be good by then. In this game, they were bad, and I thought maybe they would unload their top star, get 2 first-round picks, and a young player in return. But you guys can always let me know what you guys think in the comments below. So we have done a lot of teams for their 2021 seasons. Let me know what team we haven't done yet down below that you guys want to see next. Maybe a 10-year rebuild? I don't know. Let me know what you guys want to see. Thank you all for watching. Drop a like if you guys do enjoy the videos. I really appreciate it. You might be getting a double upload today. I think you are. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos and enjoying the grind as much as I have been. So thank you all for watching. I love y'all, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.